Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Moonmunk. How you doing? Today we're playing my summer car. I'm doing this one on my own because Taylor wasn't, she's into it, but she tends to get distracted when we play it. But basically, what this is this is the Finish Simulator. I've been playing this game a lot lately. I have a couple of mods, as you can see up in the top right corner. If you want to know what those mods are, they are the Grab Anything mod, and I have this because sometimes things get fucked up, and I drop things. And that's a problem. I have the Minimap mod because even though I've mostly memorized this mask... Oh, I should probably let you guys see this. This is us being born. We were born in this car. Okay, so we have the Minimap mod because it makes it easier to get around. We have the Repair Hammer remade, though I will say I hardly use this one because the Repair Hammer doesn't always work the way that it says it does, which is a problem. Let me see if I can slide. There we go. Moon was born. We have the Rusco Overhaul because I love the Rusco. It's my favorite car. We have the Rusco Fixer, which I also love. Show bolt size and a 24-hour clock. Now, most of these aren't going to impact the game too terribly much. The 24-hour clock just sort of kind of sits in the corner and doesn't really do much. It just tells me the time, which is good because it... Reading a 12-hour clock is perfectly fine. The problem with that is I can't ever tell if it's AM or PM. So having the 24-hour clock tells me whether it's, pre or post noon. This is going to be a relatively simple series. I'm mostly going to... Okay. Load up the year 1995. Come on. The year before I was born, the year that Gemini was born. This is going to be a relatively simple playthrough where I just sort of kind of go through and build the car and do what I can. There is something I need to do just so that I can be able to make money. And I will do that in just a second. You guys won't notice the difference, but I will. Resume. Open this. Now, hopefully, the clicking in the background... I got a new mic. Which is something I need to talk about before I go and do this part. I got a new mic. It's a dynamic mic. It's meant for doing this kind of thing. So... I won't have to fucking stress about editing my audio as much and having it sound like shit. The problem is we only have one for right now. So eventually we'll get another one, and then Gemini will also be able to use it, and we'll be good and set to go. But for right now, it's just me with a good mic. So we'll slowly work on that and get it going. And some of the Final Fantasy episodes might still be piss quality. I'm doing my best to make them sound good, starting from like episode 16, I think. I started really trying to edit them to make them better. Anyway, I'll be right back. And editor can cut this part out. Okay, and we're back. So, I just did two things real quick to make my life a little bit easier. If you guys don't know, MSC Editor is amazing. It's fantastic. I love it to bits. But other than the two things that I did, I'm gonna try and play this as legitimately as possible. And what I did was I gave myself 2 sets of keys, and the reason that I gave myself those 2 sets of keys is because the conditions to get them in this game are weird as shit. So that's why I don't bother. So we're gonna do 2 things real quick. We're going to run over here and grab the tractor. And then we're going to take that tractor back over towards the house. It's over there. We're going to take that tractor back towards the house, and we're going to drive it to go get the Rusco. The Rusco, I'll tell you guys how to get it normally and without the mods that I have. So no worries about that. But it is my favorite vehicle in this game. I just, in my personal file, I just got the Satsuma up and running, and it's currently dropped off at Fleetari. So hopefully I don't actually have to resort to a guide too much. Oh, right. It's been so long since I've driven this. Ah, fuck me. Come on. There we go. That is indeed what Daddy likes. So, if you're playing this game for the first time ever, and you've never touched it, you've never seen it, what you want to do is you want to come over here, grab the tractor, and this is important because the tractor is kind of your only reliable vehicle. You have a vehicle over here, which is the, I don't remember what it's called. But it's a motorcycle, and I personally fucking hate it. Take off the warning triangle. You will need it later. You have to have the warning triangle in order to pass the inspection later. And I didn't know that when I was playing last night. So I fucked up and didn't bring it. Before we go off and do our other stuff, let me explain real quick. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, you've got a few things like thirst, hunger, stress, urine, fatigue, dirtiness, and money. So, thirst can be solved 2 ways. Either A, you can go over here, drink some water there, or B, you can do the Finnish way, and you can drink beer. They will crucify you if you don't drink beer. Oh, they took out the... How do you make Kiju now? Not Kiju. Kiyu. How do you make Kiyu? Oh, don't forget to come over here and look at this note. What this note says: don't be lazy. Fix your dad's old car. Uncle's blue van can be loaned. Don't drink alcohol. Oops. We will come back when we get bored. Yours, Mom and Dad. You can make your own alcohol. Oh yeah, I forgot. They added weight into this. Like, there's some mechanic with weight. You can get an achievement if you're heavy enough. And I don't know how to get heavy enough. Probably just by eating a lot of shit. Oh. We actually can't go to the store. It's too late. But we should still be able to get... Is it worth it to go and try and... I think we'll hold off on that, because I don't want to have to, like, worry about that. To raise your hunger, you can eat food in here. I highly recommend that if you're eating, like, you primarily go for sausage. It seems to be what gives you the highest. I don't know, but that's what it feels like. Stress is solved one of 2 ways. And I have my favorite way, just because it's a little bit easier. But if you come over in here, you have a sauna, and this is the way that you can solve stress before you get to the store. And this is the way that most people recommend that you solve stress, but I don't. I don't like the sauna because, and this is just me. Aiming this is difficult as shit. and waiting for it to heat up sucks ass. So the secondary way that you can do that is you can cuss by pressing the N button, or you can smoke cigarettes, which I don't recommend anyone smoke. I know I vape, but that's because I've been working on quitting smoking for a long time. Your urine is solved by coming over here and pressing P, which makes sense. You're pissing. And you just pee. Your dirtiness is solved by going into pretty much the same room as the sauna, coming over here, turning this on, and boom, dirtiness is down. But for right now, there's going to be some things that we need to get for the Crapsuma, which is why we have the tractor over here. But we'll worry about that in a little bit. For right now, we need to grab this, put it right over here, and then we need to grab this and put it under here. For those of you who don't know, your whole goal of this game is to build this car. I've done this because of the amount of times that I've died or had to restart, or for one reason or another. There are certain aspects of this that I have memorized, and it's really a problem. Like, there are people that would probably make fun of me crazy hard for the amount that I've done. I do like I have an old guide, and you can tell it's old because it doesn't have a major component that happens later on. But I tend to try and just use that for figuring out not where the pieces go, but rather like which pieces I should optimally put in next, if that makes sense. Also, something I learned after hours of playing this game. You don't necessarily have to get it where, like, attached to anything specific. You just sort of kind of have to get it when you're hovering over it. You just have to get it where it would theoretically be. So that's something I learned after a long time of playing this game. And it's a good thing to know. I just looked up as if I was looking into the face cam, and I'm not. But yeah, you just sort of kind of, the whole point of this game, you build cars, you make money, you drink beer, you smoke cigarettes, and you cuss at people. I got into this game because of Greystone Plays. And his series on it is kind of my comfort series, if that makes sense. Like, it makes me feel happy, makes me feel better about life and where things are heading. Not that things are heading in a bad way, it's just, makes me feel good. Makes me laugh, makes me smile. And in the end, isn't that what we all strive for? Alright, get these wishbones on here. Wishbones are 10. Cool. I don't even have to switch my wrench out for that. This is why I have the show bolt size mod, by the way, is so that I don't have to be constantly staring at the guide to find out what the bolts are. I don't like that the car's moving down a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. Alright, up next is the spindles. And I'm not sure how much I'm going to keep of this in. I'm going to be editing out like a lot of the parts where I'm like not talking, because there will be parts where I'm not talking. But size 12. But I have some goals, and those goals are going to be basically I want to make the car. I want to get it to run. I want to beat Gray's time in the race. There we go. Just pop that bad boy on there. And we continue going. I'm not a car guy, by the way. But yeah, I want to beat Gray's time, which was 17.8 seconds. Hopefully it won't be too hard. Don't tighten those down yet. Gotcha. Do not tighten the disc brakes down. It's going to be a 12 or a 14. It's going to be a 14 millimeter socket. Don't tighten them down yet, though, because we need to put the half shafts on. And the half shafts are right here. Now, again, remember, you don't have to get it exactly where it's going to be, or you don't have to get it attached onto anything. You just have to get it in the vague area that it's going to end up. And that's important. It'll make your life 1,000 times easier if you know that. The problem is if you're like me, you don't know where those cars go. Let's see. Now here's the thing, and this is up to discretion. There are 3 9mm screws right here. These connect to the engine when we eventually put it in. Every single time I've done this, I've tightened these beforehand, but I think this time I'm going to see if it's okay if I don't tighten them pre-putting on the engine. Steering rack is up next. This is by no means a speed run, but I am proud of myself for how I'm doing. By the way, press Q. You do what is affectionately referred to as the finish headbutt, which allows you to go through objects in a hilarious way. I find it funny anyway. Up next we have... Oh yeah, I can just do this. The steering rods, which are these right here. So this is the front right. Let me actually, because I don't know why I did that in the weirdest way possible. Steering rods are going to go right up. Ow! Ugh, I always have issues with the fucking steering rods. I've done this like 1,000 times, and I always... I saw it! There, boom. I always have issues with those things. Don't tighten those yet. Excuse me? Fucking excuse me? You want to run that by me again, mate? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that crashing? I mean, you guys heard that too, right? I hope. Ah, there we go. Don't tighten those down yet. And then it is the struts. And the struts are right here. Struts are fun. They're always fun to put in. They go like this. Boom. Oh! Beautiful. That banging must have been my car falling off the jack. Alright. Well, that's rude. Fucking car. Oh, let's just take the steering racks and... Or steering and... Fucking... It's not the steering racks. Let's just cause the car to drop randomly. Okay. This right here has a size 12 bolt. Yeah, size 12. And we can adjust this here. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, I know what this is. Okay. Sitting here freaking out like, oh god, Have I been forgetting to do this every single time? All right, 10 up on top. Tighten these down. There's 3 on each of them. I'm also kind of hoping that this helps serve as a guide for people who are learning how to play this game. Probably not, but you know, a man can dream. Like, how cool would that be? Just like, if people ended up going to my videos to be like, oh, you know, oh, that's how it's made. Okay. And that's part of why I'm trying to talk while putting these pieces in, is so that I don't have to edit out the pieces that are unnecessary. 9mm screws down here. I honestly have the perception, and you know, some people may say that I'm wrong, but I was really nervous about putting the mods that I had on this game and playing it on YouTube, because I know some people get really upset when you have mods or when you like change things around and fuck around with things. I personally think that the best way to play these games is whatever makes you happy. Okay, so I'm gonna do this well in advance, and there's a trick to it. So what you want to do is you want to adjust it all the way over until it no longer turns. Is my car slowly impacting with my face? Or is that just the steering rack turning? No, my car was slowly impacting with my face. That's grand. Love it. Super love. Alright, so once you have it turned all the way to one end, you can tell because it'll stop turning. What you want to do is turn it in the opposite direction 60 times. And you can get it 59 or 61, but you want to get it as close to 60 as possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 57, 58, 59, 60. And that will have your wheels aligned. Hopefully. So I'm going to do that for this side, and I'll come back once it's all done. 60. Okay. So now that that's done, and I don't recommend you you know, do that while you're, oh shit. That's right. I need to go to the store because they have, or I need to go out because it has the wheels that I need. Fuck. Okay. So the next part of this is the wheels, but I'm wondering if I can get away without doing it quite yet. Here's to hoping, because I need the wheels to set this up. Oh, let me grab some Finnish beer real quick. But I can't. You have to steal the wheels. You don't start off with wheels. This isn't. I was actually shocked by this when I first started playing this, because when Gray started, he had the wheels. They were like out here, I think, where this barrel is. This is the Jones But yeah, oh, I can start a fire. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I think you can burn batteries in the fire. You know, everyone recommends you burn the batteries in the fire. But you don't start off with wheels. You have to go steal them. And I will be teaching you how, or I will be showing you guys how to do that. Because it's a very important thing. Alright, sorry about that. Thought I heard someone outside. Pretty sure I did, but I didn't hear what they said. I should realistically just, like, push up one of these headphones so that I can still hear what's going on outside. There we go. Alright. So, I don't have the wheels yet, but I think I can work on those later. I hope I can work on those later. Because if I can't... Well, I mean, you can change out wheels as you see fit. So, I mean, I don't see why you would have to do the wheels before you do anything else. They don't affect anything. Are you falling off the jack? God damn it. Guess I don't have to jack it up all the way. I just do, because habit. Rear right. Up next is going to be the trail arm. Now remember, when you're doing this, you're working in reverse. So when you're looking at it, let me move this back. Push this forward. And then bump up the jack. Because I just remembered why I had the jack up all the way. Yeah, so 10 to 1, you're going to be looking at this from the front and looking back. So when it says right and left, you got to remember that your right is actually left and your left is actually right. You want to do it from this perspective, not from this perspective. Okay. And that's super important. All right, size 12. I think I got the steering column. Yeah, 2 steering column screws. 12. It was 12, right? Man, I'm so bad at remembering numbers that I literally just read. It was 12. Good. Screw that in. Screw this in. And then we come over here and grab the other trail arm. Again, remembering that it's basically just where it ends up and not necessarily what it attaches to. Like, you don't want to push it to where it attaches. Like, I wouldn't want to put my mouse here when I'm holding the trail arm. Took me a long time to figure that out. I've got 19 hours in this game, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I've had longer times of playing games. But, you know, still a pretty decent amount of time spent playing this one game. And while I've been playing it, Gemini has been playing Stardew Valley, so it's kind of worked out because we've both been able to play the games that we want to play and not really have to worry about whether or not what we're doing is going to majorly affect or impact. Okay, now these ones suck because they go in like here, I want to say. Maybe back. I always get the left one before I get the right one. So maybe I should... Let me... I think it's like this. Ah, yep. Saw it. There it is. Boom. See how that works? And I think... Yes. There's a size 6 here. So, size 6. Taylor's been laughing at me. Gemini has been laughing at me because I've been complaining about the non-uniform screw sizes. Because it's like, you know, I don't expect a big piece like the wheel to take a size 6 screw. That'd be insane. But it would be nice if some of the smaller pieces like all use the same type, and some of the bigger pieces. But again, I'm not a car guy, guys. The fact that I've been able to play this game as much as I have and enjoy it is a little... I saw it. A little shocking. We've already got the size 12, so we're going to come over here. And remember the locations of these things, guys. These yellow fuse pieces. Remember where they are. They will become important. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, I'm not a car guy. I don't do the whole car thing. Though I'm starting to get more into them. I mean, if you want a perfect example of it, my current car has a my real life car has a fucked up alternator, and I couldn't begin to tell you how to fix that. The fact that I know how to build this car comes from having watched someone else do it as much as they have, and having played this game pretty frequently. Thirst is getting a bit high here. Grab ourselves another beer, and missed. Okay. Well, that sucks. But yeah, the fact that I've been able to do this as much as I have is honestly shocking to me. All right, we have the front put together. We have the back suspension put together. That's pretty much it for these parts. And how long have I actually been recording for? 37 minutes? Okay. I'll probably have edited out a fair bit of this, but for right now, I think that's a good first episode. Just because we did a lot, and it was nice. Testing 100 TikTok hacks in GTA 5. All right, great. But yeah, we did a fair bit, and I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll play some more. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, let me know in the comment section below. If you have any games that you want me to play, also feel free to leave those in the comment section below. I'm always willing to take suggestions. And we'll see you later. Bye.